well, thanks, Lauren. And I got to tell you, Harry, you know, since day one of this show, we've always done off the deep end and rigs and techniques over here at the workbench. And I got to tell you, I'm real excited about having you on board. So, sailfishing, something we really do a lot of here in Southeast Florida.
Oh, yes, we do. We do a lot of, obviously, the kite fishing, which is very important out here. Having your rigs pre-made is like incredibly important. And what we like to do is we put them on these extra large yo-yos. So when it comes off this yo-yo, you're not going to have a big memory. You're just
pre-rigged leaders.
Pre-rigged leaders. Everything's all made up. As you can see, you pull this off of here. It's got a 15-foot leader, and then we just pull it, and it comes up to the very next hook, and it's going to have a loop on it.
Oh, I got you.
So it's ready to go. So all you're going to do is pull this off. You're ready to go to hook this right, snap it right onto the next snap swivel.
Nice.
And you just pitch your bait up, get your bait, bridle it up, and then obviously that's just, it's quick and easy. Sit there, retying a knot, cut it off, and it's just a pain in the butt. This is just being ready if you want to have a good day. Sailfish are, you know, you got a pot of them in the back of the boat. What I like to have ready in the boat is a little koozie with the bridles already made up, with the needles, with the rubber bands, which these rubber bands, obviously, they go into the hook.
Right.
And that's going to be, you go right into the whatever, goggle eye, thread
the
fin.
back.
Right through his back.
Maybe like someplace right in here. If this was a thread fin, we'd go right in here.
Some guys go through the back, some guys go through the nose. The ballyhoo, if you're going to use the ballyhoo, you go right up through the bottom actually through the top down, so the hook's on top.
Got it.
And it's just a quick, easy rig. Goes around, and it pulls off the needle, and you're ready to go again. And have a bunch rigged up, already gone, you know, have this in your holder. Have your spare floats. All your stuff ready to go.
Now, Harry, these pieces of equipment are primarily for when we're kite fishing, correct?
Yes, that's for your kite fishing.
So let's go over this real quick. So you've got, the kite is out, and it's 150, 200 feet behind the boat.
Correct.
So we've got a spool like this, obviously, is on your kite reel. So you have your clips. How far do you like the baits to be apart?
I like a good spread. I go from the kite itself, it's going to be 80 feet to the first clip. And then I do 80, 80, 80.
Okay.
So that's what I like about that is when I put that kite out 200 yards, 100 yards, whatever it is, I have a good spread. I'm covering a good, channel of water. If I'm flying two kites, I'll make that a little shorter.
Right.
And you're covering everything, which is very important out there. When the fish come up, you've got a shot at getting multiples. You could let the kite further out or bring it further in to get more on the bait.
Now, a lot of guys, I mean, not just in the south region where we're kite fishing, but your region goes up to Palm Beach in that area. So if you're not kite fishing, what would you typically fish with?
Well, this is something that, I'll tell you what, this little guy right here, this guy's been phenomenal. This Mylar Blue Boy Mirage particular lure, this thing is great over a ballyhoo. When I like trolling for with the ballyhoo and with this type of a lure, the sucker, this thing blows water. It doesn't come out and skipping and flopping. You want it just chugging. It looks like a little bonita going across the top of the water. And this thing's going to sit there and copy that. And what's great about this particular lure, if this ballyhoo gets cut off, gets pulled off, you got the lure still working for you.
I got you.
So that fish comes up, he tastes it, you don't get him the first shot. This lure's still working for you, and it's gonna do a great job. And we've caught quite a few billfish on this particular lure already, so it's a good one.
All right, so the next thing that we need to think about is what?
Releasing them.
Releasing. Okay, so now we've got our fish. Is there anything that you'd suggest?
You got to keep the boat in gear. When you're with a sailfish or any other species, keep the boat moving. That fish will swim right with you the whole time. You're able to get the leader right up to the boat. The fish swims over there. You've got your release mechanism.
So I've got him wired. I got him right beside the boat.
So what you want to do is get as close as to the hook. If you can take the hook out by hand without harming the fish, that's great. But best deal is get down as close as possible, get your rig in there, your blade, and just pops, boom.
And that way he's not carrying around 15 feet of leader.
Right, and it's carrying that much leader on there, eventually they end up dying. They don't make it. I don't think they do. So it's best to release the fish for another day. We got to support our little kids.
Well, I'm going to tell you, conservation started with the Miami Billfish Tournament and all release.
Yep.
That's going on this weekend.
That's
Tell
coming up
everybody
this
about it.
weekend. Yeah, that's coming up it's Friday and Saturday this weekend at Miami Beach Marina. And I'll tell you what, it's a great tournament. You don't have to be a participant. Come on down to the dock. We have a party Friday and Saturday. And all the contender boats, Yamahas, they all come in. We're weighing the fish. I'm the weighmaster there for that event, which is a lot of fun. And it's just a great event for the whole family to come down and have a good time.
It sounds great because we got funfish, which is wahoo, tunas, dolphin, and then we also have the sailfish. So
Yes.
you could be out there and actually incidentally catch one of these funfish, bring it in, weigh it, and there's a whole separate prize structure for that.
Oh, there's several different price structures for that.
Good to have you over here. We
to be
appreciate
here.
everything you do for us.